Welcome to another lecture. We're going to be talking about how to get into the best schools in Canada. Your application journey begins by choosing a school that is right for you. So, how do you know school that is right for you? The very first thing you should do is you research these schools based on your interest and based on the purpose of coming to Canada. Are you coming to Canada like any school will just go by? Or are you coming with a plan like I have an in demand skill I want to upgrade so that I can get my job in this particular aspect and sector of the economy? So that will determine what you should do. However, the route or the path you are taking, the admission process is virtually the same thing. Now, you should understand, amongst other benefits of studying in Canada, you should also consider the academic excellence, the rating of the school, the certificate they are going to give you. Is it globally recognized? The networking opportunities. Do they have a diverse community? You check on the alumni. Do they have notable alumni? All these things should play important role when you are deciding and you are choosing a school. Now, to get into this school, you, apart from fulfilling the admission requirements, you'll be required to write a personal statement or a letter of intent. Now, the very first thing you should do, understand the academic requirements. Is this school I'm going to apply for, is the minimum they accept, is it a second class, is it a first class, is it um the CGPA, is it minimum 3.5? You can always get that on the program page of the particular course that you are looking at and you are looking for. Then, when you want to write your essays, you should ensure that you sell yourself to them. You write your personal experience and how this experience will prepare you for the journey ahead. And you also tell them about your motivation when you are done with this school. What gap you intend to, what skill gap you intend to fill when you return back to your country, how this course would help you achieve your future aspiration. Take the essay like a love letter that you are writing to the university. And if you have a study gap, ensure you explain it. You can explain it with, okay, I finished school so and so year, and for this particular year, I've been working. This is what I've been doing. Ensure you tell them what you have been doing. Make sure you research the school, know what they want, and tailor your personal statement to meet that particular requirement. Also, if you have been involved in extracurricular activities, like you have been involved in volunteer job, put it in your personal statement. If you have been involved in humanitarian services, put it in your personal statement. And all these things will make you your application standard. Then get good recommendations. Get professional recommendations from your colleague, your supervisors. Include it in your application. Also, you can get recommendations from your um, your school, academic recommendations, like maybe previous lecturer. They can attest to your good behavior. They can attest to your being studious. They can attest to so many things about you, and that will go a long way to make you your application standards. Now, when you're trying to get your academic profile set up, or you want to get to your dream school, there are some things, some rule of thumbs you have to obey. You need to start early. That is, in fact, that is the first thing. Most admission, they can take as early as some schools, maybe less than a week. Some schools can take up to 2 months, 3 months, still considering your application. Then you now couple that with the fact that visa from, I don't know where you are watching from, but most countries, visa process takes almost 3 months, 12 weeks. So when you consider that, you discover that the best time for you to start your application, it's as early as 8 months. 8 months, if possible, at least at the 8 months to when you want to resume, you should have applied. Then, if you want to study, you can start a year before and begin to do research on the school, the course, the city. Okay, how much is living expenses there? How much will I need? How, okay, if I'm going to, with my family, what and what should I do? Then you start planning adequately. If you're coming to Canada, I will always tell people, come with a plan. If you come with a plan, you will not be stranded. In fact, I would always advise when you're coming to Canada, if possible, if you can plan yourself in such a way that if the first 3 months you are not able to get a job, if the first 3 months you're not able to meet and get a job, or there is maybe an emergency lockdown, then you should still stay afloat. You should still be able to pay your rent. You should be still be able to meet basic needs. Then another thing to make you get a strong academic profile is, if you have a skill gap. If, let's say, you are looking for to enter and do a master's degree, and you have a 2-2, or you went to a polytechnic, or you have a low CGPA, it's easier to either do these two things. Either you study in your home country, like a postgraduate diploma, to meet up the skill gap and to meet up the requirement. You study it, you ensure that, okay, um this requirement that it's limiting me from getting this desired course in this desired school, let me fulfill it and let me make up for it. You can do that. Then another thing you can do is, you can get a lesser course in Canada to study first. Like maybe you want to do a master's and you are not able to do it, you can start with a postgraduate certificate, 1 year postgraduate certificate, and after the postgraduate certificate, you transit into masters. That option is quite expensive compared to the first option, whereby schools like Open University, different universities in your home countries, they can offer you master's degree, sorry, postgraduate diploma for next to nothing as compared to when you study in Canada. Then always try and maintain academic excellence. This country, they have standards. They have they believe in, okay, anything you want to do, it has to have you have to meet a certain criteria. So for you to get admission into your dream school, then you need to get that in mind when you are working towards achieving and completing the study requirement. Then you write a compelling essays. I've said about the essay. The essay is like a love letter. The um, letter of intent or the statement of purpose is like a love letter. Most of these schools, they have a requirement. Okay, in less than 500 words, in less than 250 words. They don't want long story. Just tell us, my experience. This is my experience. This is my aspiration. This is how this course will help me solve my aspiration. Will help me solve my will help me fill this key gap. So with that, it will be very easy for you to get admission into your dream course. Then you should research the university that you are going to use. when you have researched it, you should mail the admissions team, communicate with them. They will respond to you. They would respond to you whatever they want. If it's a unique question, they would answer you. If something they've already answered on their website, they will point you to the particular section of their website where you can read about all these requirements. So thank you for this listening to this lecture. I'll see you in the next lecture, and I will introduce you to a platform that I use, and everything. It's all encompassing platform whereby you can you can have all the schools at your fingertips. You can read and do research, everything in one